Hey, Mitch. Okay, that poll came out all messed up. Hey, Mr. Weasel, what's up? I got to edit this poll here. Okay, I'm just going to end it. That didn't come out right. Yeah, did you guys see the poll? That was kind of messed up. I have to make a new one. I'm going to make a new one. Yeah, that really wasn't a yes or no there. Let's try this. This is going to be an easy one, but let's just start small. Hey, Ramona. How you doing, everyone? I'm putting in a poll here. I think this one's going to be overwhelming results, but there we go. Okay, something's not right here. I'm trying. This is the first time I tried to do one of these, so it's not agreeing with me. Oh, Tansai, Ramona, everyone, Aho, Yatahe, Yuishiwa. Is that right? Did I kind of get all of them there? Yuishiwa. Okay. All right. This is embarrassing right now. This poll is not working. All right, let's do that. There we go. That's why. Okay. Phew. And you see why I struggle editing. Jeez. So what's going on, Mr. Weasel and Mitch? Everyone enjoying it? Skunk Ape, what's up? Oh, you like the last two? Cool. Cool. I'm glad you liked them. It kind of, that those last two videos, I'll have one more after that. They kind of evolved into their own thing. I literally was just watching TV, and then I saw that cloud-like thing, and as soon as I seen it, it reminded me of the one I seen at the graveyard, and I knew I seen it. So then I just, instead of sitting there just, wondering or thinking about it, I just got up, grabbed my camera, and then, everything else you've seen. Hey, Painless, whatever, right? Like the EVP, whatever. That's going to be the way whenever I see you now, Painless, when you jump in, I'm just going to go, whatever. I'm glad you got time, everybody, especially Ramona. I know you're busy too. Glad everybody made it. Oh. So, Mr. Weasel, you and Josh been busy? You guys been out there searching? Getting some video? Okay, so there's nine people so far. Yeah. Mitch, that's good. Jerry, he'll come around. Mr. Anderson will come around. He'll embrace the bikini soon enough. Okay. Yeah, see, I was thinking about that app because, I mean, we don't see what, spirits see when they interact with it. When they see something and they're trying to use what's there to say words, what they're seeing might be related to something different to how it converts it to us. Like the reply that came up, Satan, that time, it could have been something like maybe they see as a choice that is like maybe something terrifying or evil, or something is kind of what it associates when they've seen it. And then that translates to Satan when it comes through the device. So that's kind of one of the things I thought. And I calmed down a little bit over it, because I didn't feel like I was in any danger or anything. And it didn't feel odd, which you think you would have noticed it. But, I'm just kind of going off of instinct. I didn't get to see what you said there, Painless. I think you got the mods ticked off at what you said, blocked you, restricted it. Yeah, I need to get more stuff, Ramona. I need to get some more sage, some more smudge sticks, and some more bear root. I'm going to have to get with you on how to get some more. Right, Mitch. Yeah. Yeah, I agree there too. Yeah, it was interesting. And, it happened. And then after it happened and I was putting those videos together, and I was rewatching what happened, I could see some consistency in the replies. And it kind of was like you could see little stories kind of built in just a few replies on some of them. Oh, yeah, there you go. See, no baseball games when I'm on, huh, Painless? Whatever. Yeah, that little cloud was very, very surprising. And I remembered seeing a small gray cloud just like it at that cemetery over in Shalersville. So that kind of made me wonder, like, is this somehow like the same one, possibly? Started thinking about that. And I got the Lucille and Lucy came up as names before. And that was the mother of the little boy that I was interacting with at the cemetery when I gave her the flower, and I gave the little boy the pennies, Clyde. And I thought that was kind of a coincidence. Yeah, Mitch, they messing with me. Yeah, yeah. Like I told them, hey, if they don't have a sense of humor, then I guess they'll be hanging around with me, because I kind of always make jokes out of just about everything. Usually. Yeah, when we were at the Towner Hopewell Mound, Ramona, the atmosphere with Mr. Anderson and I, when we were there, the atmosphere was very different than the first night we went. And I do think some of those tips you gave me about how to approach, and especially letting them see the medicine bag, and acknowledging that you gave that to me. I told them, Bear Claw medicine woman gave me this because she is a friend and trust me. And I asked them to trust me. And, I asked them for permission to enter before I just walked up the mound this time. And our experience up there was different than it was last time. So I think it really had an effect. No, no, Skunk, I haven't. Nope. Everything's been good here. Like I said, it was almost like it was just hiding from me. Like it was, maybe I don't know if it really wanted me to see it, because I saw it real quick, and as I saw it go around like my basket. But it was, like I said, it was like the size of a fist. So it was small, but it was like big enough that as it went around, I noticed it like more than half of it, and I saw it go down, and I was kind of like looking at myself or thinking to myself, like, okay, I'm like, I kind of recognize what that was. And, you have those second thoughts when you see something like that, where you kind of have to take it in for a minute and make sure you just saw what you saw. But I didn't see it again. That was the only time I seen it. But I can tell, even when I rewatched what was going on then, that there was something that was there was some one or multiple spirits that were here and they were interacting. That EMF showed it. So many times the Ovilus, the device would register some kind of communication, and you could see the EMF spike, like right at the same time, or immediately before, immediately after. That stuff's not that it can't be that coincidental. It shows that there's some connection between that. Like here in the place I live, Mitch, or do you mean over at the like the Hopewell Mound? Yes, Ramona. I really felt a difference up there. I felt way more comfortable than I did the first night there, and the interactions were pretty consistent when we were there. Something was consistently interacting with us, and the REM pod, which that is a great device. You haven't seen it yet, really, in anything, any of the videos, but we've been using it at the Hopewell Mounds, and that device is where it's at. Yeah, I'm not sure how that correlates to the here because this place, no, definitely not here. That could be some correlation to maybe their spirit, you know, referring to when they lived or something. And again, sometimes I wonder if the communication channels between the device and what the spirits are trying to say through it and what it comes up on a device, there might be some differences, maybe. Um, yeah, yeah, that was something it said. I've had times and things at some other interactions as well. Like when I did the live hunt at the Witch's Grave, 1940s came up, and like Ramona was reading that that was Amanda who was interacting with the spirit box for that time, and I think she actually touched my hand or touched the cat toy in my hand that went off. Yeah, but every time I go down to that area in the park down there where we've been investigating, it's that place gives me a lot of work. I'll tell you that. For like the first project for me ever doing this, and that's where I go, and I'm sitting there listening to my devices, and my audio device mostly, and I keep hearing words, conversations. Some of them I can't make out, but you can tell people are speaking, and it's like how what exactly what is this? Because I've watched things in the past, um, paranormal channels, and you watch them go into a house and they hear an EVP or two, and they pick it up, and it's like, oh my god, listen to this. You got this one, then you got another one, maybe a handful. I mean, the last two I was there, I got 19 EVPs plus a disembodied voice, and that's like I'm thinking, how is this possible? How could there be so much conversation going on, so much interaction where they're speaking so much? It's really unusual. Roller woman, what's up? What's going on? Oh, that's never going to happen. Mr. A is going to feel the wrath of the bikini forever until he wears it. Yeah, thanks, Skunk Ape. I appreciate it. How you doing there, Roller? Hey, Tim, what's up, buddy? No, I really don't think it's here, but I mean, I after that interaction that you saw, um, I don't remember if I videotaped the very end of it where I went through my entire trailer and I used my sage and I smudged the whole place, left the door open, and I told the spirits to leave. And I haven't even tried to talk to them or communicate since. So, and I haven't noticed anything going on. I haven't used any of my equipment. Like I said, I'm not. That was just something that happened, and I tried to see if whatever I saw would communicate with me. And once that was over, I won't do it again. Most likely, it would have to be something very unusual for me to try to communicate again here, but I won't. Oh, the one we were talking about, that's in the works, and Mr. Anderson and I did some filming around the perimeter, around the outside. Um, we need to gather some information for someone who wanted to help us out with understanding what was going on, um, and the relationships building even better with the homeowner. So that should be soon that we're going to be in there. Um, I'm thinking early next week we'll be there because I don't think this weekend will happen there. Oh, my cats, they're the same. They're acting the same. It's funny is I got these cat toys, right? I think I mentioned that in the video too. I've got all these cat toys that we use for these investigations, but my cats don't play with them because they're all in the bag. But I guess once they're all dead, once the batteries in them are dead, because you can't put new batteries in them, then they'll have all of them to play with. And yes, we have two parts left. We've got the finale, which is we've got that in the works. Part of it already done, and that's pretty cool. What happened the first part of that, and then we've got more coming, and we've got a heck of a finale planned for that. You guys are going to really enjoy that. Something you probably weren't expecting. And then we're going to do like a roundtable session with us, and we're going to go over everything and just give kind of like our final thoughts about that area and what we think. Yeah, yeah, Tim. Yeah, we were just talking about that. I think the translation from that device to what the spirits can interact and pick words is based off of a frequency or some way that they can interact to pick what they want to say. And I think what they see on that to what the device translate to might not be exactly the same. Like I kind of had a theory that maybe if there's something they're trying to communicate that is what they see, like say something evil, something that really frightens them or scares them, whatever that's what they see on there, and then that might be like whoever made this might have that translation to come up on the screen as saying Satan as that thing. So it might not necessarily mean you know what we know as Satan. Yeah, right. That's what I picked up on, Skunk. As soon as that one really, I noticed that right away. I'm like, this spirit seemed to be confused and alone. And then I thought maybe if I just kept talking to it, telling it to come to me, come to me, come, keep coming to me, and then see if I could help it maybe move from where it's at, which sounded like it was solitary, where there was, um, like all just being alone. That's that. Like I said, that's one of the things that I really wanted to do. This was to try to make that connection and try to see if that could actually help. You know, whatever's there in the afterlife. If there's spirits that are somehow not where they need to go. Roller of the local history component of what? Just so I follow you. Squatch Bee, what's up? Yeah, if you guys you've probably seen it. This is like my gear now. It's like the shirt I wear like 99% of the time. Here you go. Unexplained University online shirt. You guys want to get one? It's over the odupricemasters.com. The heck, Tim? That's silly. Oh, the West Branch Witch. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess if the spirit realm was reaching out with some kind of like dating app, maybe I'd, you know, be pretty successful in something like that, maybe, huh? Oh, Squatch. Yeah, that's there's one more part coming out, you'll see, but um yeah, my home's fine. My home's good. In good hands. Just something that surprised me and something like it looked like it was, I don't know if it was trying to apparate itself, but it was in a cloudish like form, and it was small. It was just like, you know, bigger than a softball like. And then when I was all done, smudged the house, smudged my trailer here all around, all the way from end to end, told him to leave, and I haven't made any communication or attempts since, and I won't. Nice tea. Planking some big rock next time to the witch, huh? Okay, Mitch. Do you think there's something that is needed to help with that area? Hey, Daniel, what's going on? Hey, Pork and Beans, what's up? What's going on? Joining me here, Pork and Beans, for some spirits, Wednesday spirits. I once I learned about this one spirit there, Glenn, that had something to do with pushing me or assisting in my falling down the hillside, which I hope everybody got a good laugh of that in slow motion when I fell down the hillside on that. I added that into the clip before I had the video going. I just had the audio. Curtis, what's up? Yeah, but since I learned about his spirit and that he was, I mean, I guess that's pretty aggressive, right? Trying to help make sure, give me the John Cena assist to fall down on the hillside. So I kind of wanted to make peace with that guy because I'm always there, right? Mr. Anderson and I are there, and after everything that's happened there, that place is going to be a hot spot always. So I went there, and I was told he likes grapes and he likes to smoke a pipe. So I brought some grapes to him, and I brought a pipe. And I tried something Biggie wanted me to try with not lighting it, see if they could light it themselves, and I let that go for a while, and then finally I lit it and I smoked a pipe and just chat with him, made some peace, hoped, and I tell you what, that was a very calming experience there that day. Good ghostly evening. Yes, yes, it is, Curtis. Yeah. Well, long story short, Daniel, I eventually, when I was all done that day, I smudged my entire place from end to end, told the spirits to leave, and haven't even tried to communicate with them again. And I won't, like I've told everybody, I won't. Well, we'll see. We'll see, Daniel. We'll see. I haven't seen it again. I haven't noticed anything again. So if something seems to ever happen again, then that'll give me some indication that maybe I need to do something else. Yeah, that's true. Well, I tell you what, Skunk Ape. You know what? I listened to the second part I just posted when I was doing the little intro and narration. I think I heard something, and I think I heard it before I completed it, before I sent the video up and I uploaded it. And I kind of left it on there. I was wondering. I'm like, I'll let other people see if they hear it too, because I thought I heard something, say something in there, or listen to it again. Listen to that intro when I was doing the intro of this part two of the home investigation. Listen to my intro when I'm talking, and see if you hear something. Yeah, no way, Tim. Mm-mm. Nope, you won't catch me messing with any kind of a any Ouija board at all. I'll try to interact and check out places, but anything that could summon something, you won't have me anywhere near it. That's one of my boundaries, buddy. Oh, hey, Karen. Jody. What's up, Jody? Okay. Yeah, I hear you there, Jody. And we were just talking, making jokes about having a spirit dating site. Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind keeping myself protected if I do run into something, and knowing how to make sure I'm safe when I'm doing this. And I'll go and see if I can help spirits if they need help moving on, or just document it, and just to show people that these things are real, and respect it, get an idea. But you won't see me doing anything to summon anything. No way. Yeah, it was. And it's different sometimes after you record that and you go through it and then you watch it all again. And there's some things, of course, it seems to happen that I missed with some of the pieces, where I seen certain things tied together that I missed originally, and certain questions that I thought about that I'd like to ask that I didn't. Yeah, I hear you there, Mitch. Oh, hey, Ramona, you're back. I know you're on speed dial for a lot of people. Connect? I don't. I'm not. I don't try to connect. I mean, if I'm trying to communicate somewhere whenever I'm investigating, I guess that's the way I'll connect, is by trying to interact. But when I'm at home, no. Yeah, when I'm at home, I'm not. That just caught my eye. I saw something and I recognized it, and then I just documented it, and then went through the procedure that I felt was right to make sure any spirits that were here left. And I'm gonna just leave it at that. And if I see anything else in the future, then I will, you know, consult and try to get things normal. Squatchby, watch your home video. Hmm. I will post a Facebook story later. Something weird happened to me yesterday after I watched your home video. I also had a witness at the time. Okay, I'm interested in that, Squatchby. I'd like to hear that. Daniel, what about the spirit that's in your house? Is there? It's there. Well, I haven't seen it since. I'm hoping it left when I tried to cleanse my place here. I'm hoping it left, and until I see it again, I feel like it's gone. Yeah, yeah. There's more that I really need to kind of. I need to learn some more about how to react and interact if you do run into something malevolent, something like a strong demon or a strong evil presence that would try to harm someone, or maybe does at the time. And if I'm with them, that's the stuff that I've been thinking more and more about, and I need to make sure I'm prepared for that. Come on, Jimmy. Jimmy's making stuff happen here. There we go. Okay, I got stuff popping up everywhere because he jumps up here. Yeah, I don't think I'm an easy target. You know, my spirit's pretty strong. I'm not scared, even if it's like I said, even when it comes to something real. Not just spiritual realm or dealing with spirits. Hey, Dilla, what's up? What's going on? You can anoint your door frames with olive oil that has been blessed, and all spirits have to leave. Yeah, I've got some. You gotta help me out, Ramon. I'm drawing a blank. Some trying to think of the herb. It's hanging up on my door. You can probably see it right there. I can't think of what it's called right now. I'm losing it. Yeah, yes, yeah, Daniel. I know um, the um, the cats. I know they could see in that ultraviolet spectrum range. Some animals can, and they say there's something to that. I've seen some paranormal investigators do research and show that the ultraviolet range, there's things you capture there that you can't see, humans can't see, and I've seen them use filters and actually show things that were in that spectrum. And that spectrum, there's animals that can see ultraviolet, cats and dogs, and others. That's why you see them looking at things sometimes that you can't see. Could be that, or it could be something small, little flies that you can't see. They're watching them. They watch them like hawks. Sage, not sage. Ramona, what were they? Rosemary, yeah, that's it. Goodness, the rosemary, sweetgrass, yes. Yeah, I mean, I don't. It's not like I have an exorcist on speed dial, Mitch. So that's what I'm saying. That's something that I'm going to have to start getting some information on because I need to make sure that I am prepared for something like that. You can anoint your door frames with olive oil that has been blessed, and all spirits have to leave. Okay. Sage, I've got sage sticks for smudging for burning. Oh, did you like the second part, Dilla? That was at the home. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. What I heard was, I don't know. It could have been just something. These walls are kind of thin. Could have been just something. But I remember hearing a little something that was kind of odd, and I thought I may have caught part of a whisper in it, and it kind of gave me a little like second thought for a moment, like what was that? But I just moved on. Yeah, Ramona's things she's given me are helping out, taking care of my safety, especially with this, dealing with this. Jody, my cat was freaking out the other night when the spirit was talking to you. He left out. Yeah, well, it's kind of odd because my cats are like, they'll jump up here and then all of a sudden they'll take off. They're always hyper and running around. So it's hard to really I didn't see them do anything weird. I haven't noticed them doing anything weird that's out of the usual. See, look at him over there. It's Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy. Um, I haven't noticed any, Karen. Any orbs? You asked if I had any orbs around me when I was investigating. Now, if somebody had seen them, I don't remember seeing them on the video. And a lot of the places I'm at outdoors, there's as soon as the lights come on, lights from anything, we're gonna get mosquitoes, we're gonna get little gnats, everything's gonna be flying at us. Really? I didn't notice that skunk. Hmm. Maybe there was a certain spirit here that liked the cats, especially if the cats can see something in that spectrum, like I was talking about, and they're noticing something. Then whatever's there might notice the cats staring at them. But that REM pod is really great. That thing at Hopewell when we were there, there was a spirit that it was interacting, and every time we've gone back there, that thing was like it's like we brought them like some kind of like supply of energy, and they love it. Like Skunk Ape alluded to, a few spirits in the field seemed to imply they wanted some entertainment. Comments like, "We're watching you. Do you play an instrument?" Yeah, yeah. I've been trying to like use some things in the areas also, like implement some music and things like that. Like down at the West Branch, I got some 1940s music, and I know that one reply, which we thought was from Amanda about 1940s, made me think maybe she'll appreciate or hear some music from that era, and maybe she hasn't heard it since she passed, and it might help draw some attention. Maybe have spirits want to communicate more. Um, there's a fan. That might be what you're hearing. Let me turn it off. My son was cooking again. You know, he's Mr. Cook. He likes to cook, and oven kind of needs a little bit of cleaning again. We got kind of smoked out, so I had this exhaust fan going. And then there's the fans on my PC going. They're kind of making some staticky noise. Jody, it hit me up on Messenger, and I'll tell you a story about a spirit that attached to me. Okay, Jody, I will. I think you're saved on there, right? As a friend? How does your son feel about a spirit coming to the house? Well, you know what, Tim? I didn't really make that public to him about it. Because like I said, I kind of, when that happened, I don't think he was here, and I did what I did. I saged the house, and I felt like it wasn't really anything to worry about after that, so I didn't go into it. I mean, he could watch the videos if he wants to see it, see what happened, but you know, I wasn't really worried about it to make a lot of conversation with him. Maybe play an instrument for them, or have Charles bring a guitar, but have him keep it toned down a bit. Okay. All right, Daniel. Thanks. I'm glad you did. I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, I'm trying to get the editing done a little bit better. You know, like not so bland and everything, but I'm just trying to keep it simple, and I'll keep adding a little bit more as I learn how to do more things on there to help with those videos. So I hope they keep the attention, and I hope you guys like it. I found a good place to get some music that I can use for that, and things to help with thumbnails and photos, and that's all geared towards YouTube content. So I don't have to worry about any strikes or anything for using unauthorized or licensed content. I don't know, Daniel. I'm not sure. I really don't know when. We used the thermal as well. I don't know if I mentioned that when we were at Hopewell. We used the thermal imager, getting some use, you know, getting used to using it. It's pretty interesting. It's pretty cool. I like it. It's got like a cool mode or a heat mode. It can give you like different variations of hot and cold for the thermal view, and it captures photos. Then you can always upload them and paste them in. I was hoping to catch something in those photos. If you've seen that, when I did the investigation at the house, I was trying to capture. I was hoping, especially when it told me like chair and it said doorway. I was like, well, let me take some photos, and you know, I was kind of hoping maybe I could capture an image or something if it wanted me to. But I didn't see anything in those photos. My cat's laying right on my mouse pad. He always does this, and then I have like this little tiny corner here to move my mouse around. There he is. Jimmy. He's more of my my guardian than Timmy is. He's always been the one that he'll lay down. He'll lay down with me, and he lays like right here, and he just lays there with his paws, practically ripping my neck apart. But turn on the box now. What, the app for the thing? Well, I don't know. I'm not sure. Should we do that? Anybody got anything anything you want to talk about other than that? I'll turn it on now, but said, you know what? I shouldn't. No, Daniel, I'm not going to do that. No, I'm not going to do that. I want to I want to keep this place. I don't want anything, you know, I don't want to try to communicate again in case there's possibly something still lingering around here. No. You almost got me. Yeah, he's a big mouth, man. He wants outside and he'll just meow, meow, meow all the time. Like I could probably see if he's sleeping up. Hey, Timmy, Timmy. I think he's sleeping. If he's not sleeping, I could just look back there. He's on the cat tree that's by the window back in the kitchen there, but like right next to the fridge on the other side of the pantry. So another cat tree there. I could just look back there and I'll call him and he'll just start meowing. Okay, Tim, take it easy. Have a good night. No, I don't want to. I'm skunk. I was telling Daniel that too. You know, when I told these spirits to leave here and I did all that, I'm not going to go trying to open up anything to communicate again with them. Yeah, Ramona, I know. Daniel almost got me there for a moment, but you know, yeah, I'm not going to do that. That's all going to be for, you know, places I go to explore, capture some stuff, document. I'm going to let things chill here. Yeah, good night, Daniel. Or are you saying good night because you're leaving, Daniel, or are you saying good night to Tim? I will have to check. Let me see. Let me see. I'm going to take a look right here and see how many we've got. 286. We're at 286, Dilla. Yeah, Jody. Yeah, I know. I think that was a trap. They tried to get me in a trap there. Oh, yeah, Skunk Ape. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, after what happened, what you seen in the video there, when I was all done, which I honestly don't remember if I added that in to my video because I was using all my hands, you know, to use the smoke. Um, you know, that was it. I didn't want to try to communicate anymore. You know, I told them I was done. They had to leave, and I smudged and the whole trailer down, and that was it. I'm not going to try to open up any lines of communication here. Oh, what's up, Jerry? Mr. A? Mr. Anderson? Is that you in there? I'm guessing that's you. Right now, we're at 56% say yes, you should wear a bikini when we go into the cave. So I was hoping for a higher percentage, honestly. Let me take a look. Yep, 56 to 44. Mr. A said, what's up? If anyone wants to tell them what kind of bikini they want them to wear, go ahead and drop it in there. Drop some comments in there. Yeah, I know. I'm like, I appreciate it. You know, if you guys know friends or anybody who's interested, let them see some. Let them see some of it. See if we can get some more subscribers. You know, we're working on it. I'm gonna keep working. You know, working hard at it, and probably just gonna take some time. I'm just more worried about keeping the content good and getting, you know, getting things done right. Yep. Swatch B. Yeah, the SLS, man, that thing is awesome, man. I think Mr. Mills is actually working on making one, which would be really sweet if he does. Because when I seen that thing, I was like, this is one heck of a cool piece of equipment. But if you find a place that can build one for you or sells them already made, boy, you could probably buy a new car. Well, okay, a good used car, a decent used car. Yeah, I know you couldn't make it tonight, Jerry, Mr. A. I know you couldn't make it, but I was hoping you jump on, so it's good you're here. He's at home making sure the bikini fits right. Tansai, Tansai, is that right, Ramona? Tansai, because whenever you stress, that's what the little stress marks are, right? Like aho is aho, the A is stressed, and it's got the stress mark, right? Aho, you stress the ah. But Tansai, I didn't see. I'm gonna have to listen to your recording again just to make sure. Oh, yeah, the Briars, boy, especially over in West Branch Park. Woo. And Mr. Anderson and I, you ask him about that. We explored that park. We probably went from end to end at that place, and we went off trail for most of it, and we got tore up. They're everywhere there. We got tore the heck up. Yeah, if Mr. Anderson was running away from Bigfoot in a bikini, I don't think he'd even think about or feel the prickers that were cutting him up. Answer my phone. What are you guys doing to me here? Trying to do. I got it on silent for a reason. All right, hold on a second. Hey, what do you want? You want speaker? All right, hold on. All right. I've got a bikini on the phone and it wants to talk to everybody. I've got a bikini on the phone and it wants to talk to everybody. All I hear is echoes.
Guys, how y'all doing?
Mute the TVs, Jerry.
Because we're watching you now, Mikey.
Yeah, I know. It's weird. Only because you're watching me.
How's that weird?
Because you're wearing a bikini watching me.
No.
Prove it. Let's do FaceTime.
I just want to tell everybody hi. I love you all and be safe and have a good night.
There you go. Have a good night, bro.
There's an upcoming event on Halloween night.
Halloween night?
Yeah, Mikey.
Yeah. What do you want? Are you spoiling something, huh? You spoiling? You giving a little teaser?
No, just tell them there's going to be an event.
Okay. Yeah, an event. Well, yeah, that's a spoiler. All right.
All
There you
right,
go.
I'll let y'all go. Be safe. I love y'all.
All right, bro. Love you too.
Bye.
Well, there you go. We're going to have a special event that you just heard on Halloween night. So I hope that's kind of exciting. We were talking about it. It was in the works, and now everybody, you got the heads up on it. My cat's tail is messing with. Come on, Jimmy, go on. Yeah. He's about to start ending the stream and stuff here with his tail. Yep, Halloween night special event. You guys stand by for the details, but it's gonna be sweet. The round, yeah. I there's so many options, Roller, about that. Round object instead of devices or balls. Yeah. Round object. Yep. Sometimes it just depends. Like I think it's more how I say it sometimes that's more offensive, or more like, that makes me uncomfortable even saying it. If I'm holding it, I say touch the ball, that's not so bad. If I'm, round device or round object, I'm it's evolving. The language of something as simple as a cat toy has to be like overanalyzed. So what do we got? 14 people hanging around. That's your birthday, Ramona, on Halloween. Is that what you're saying? You said, well, I hope I'll be watching that about my birthday. Is your birthday Halloween? The 28th. Okay. All right. I brought this up before too. I'm not sure when or how we'll incorporate it, but I would like to incorporate it sometime. Anybody who has some ideas or places that they would like us to go, it would be really cool if it was a place that you could actually show us as well, like someplace close by, or even if your own house is haunted, just for, if you ever wanted to check it out with us, send it to me. Send it to my Gmail account, which is Mike MikeTorn Mike Torn 121276 at gmail.com. Send me an idea of a place that preferably you could show us, and we could check it out. And like I said, how we'd incorporate it or when, I'm not sure, but I would like to. And if we get some piled up, some accumulating, then it'll be ready for when we do. A friend of mine in high school, Jody Ferguson, all right, I'm reading this, Jody. A friend of mine in high school went streaking right through the middle of town and went right by police officer. By the time we found him, he was cut up from head to toe. Oh my God. Yeah. I'm guessing it was more than just a sudden urge to go streaking. He was probably intoxicated too. It's probably why he wasn't freaking out over all the cuts all over him. Didn't feel them. Mr. Weasel, Squatch will be doing a live hunt on Halloween, starting from a graveyard, and then we'll end up at our camp. Oh, okay, cool. Did you see that? Whatever that was in front of me that just like went down. I think it was dust, or was it an orb? I saw it on the screen, but I didn't actually see it in front of me. Okay, Mr. Weasel. I would watch. Depends though. I'm not sure. We haven't quite worked out the details about what time we're going to be doing this the special event. But once we know for sure, if I can free myself up, if I'm not busy doing this or something else, I'm going to watch that. I'm going to check that out. Squatch Topic. It's Squatch Topic PA, right? If you look for it on YouTube, Squatch Topic PA. You guys changed that so it was easier to find. Yes. All right, Ramona. Yeah, this camera has always done that though. It's it's a little bit touchy, you know. There it goes again. And I don't know if it's just because I put my hand in front and yeah, there it goes, the focus. So yeah, went out of focus and went back in. But it's done that before. Everybody's getting spooked out now, huh? Because autofocus and falling debris, flying bugs and falling dust. Yeah, I didn't see it. I mean, I didn't see what fell in front of me, but on screen I did. It picked it up. I didn't see anything fall. but it autofocuses. It might be just from me moving my hands. If my hands get away from me, it comes out, messes with the autofocus, and then it does that little readjust. Or I might move my head in closer, maybe like that. Yeah, there it goes. And there's a lot of cat hair and stuff that flies around too. Well, I've got like the third part of that pretty much, well, mostly ready too. So you'll be seeing the third part come out. I'm going to give it some time, give it a little bit of time. I don't want to drop everything at once, but that's going to be the last part of that. For hopefully that'll be the last part of that. And you guys will be seeing the part of the Hopewell, that Towner Hopewell Mound investigation too. You'll be seeing that. It shouldn't take me too long, hopefully, to get that done. Didn't sense anything, area Ramona. Yeah, you didn't sense it. Yeah, I don't sense it. I think whatever it was is gone. Hey, what's going on there, Mr. Mills? How's it going over at your house over there? What are you guys doing? Watching me? Oh, God. Running naked from the cops, huh, Jody? Okay. Anybody, how long ago was this? Did anybody have their cell phones then to record that? Anybody get that documented? Going pretty well. Mr. Mills here is talking, going pretty well. Just logged in, and I'd like to say hello to everyone, including you. Hopefully, you're all having a wonderful night. Maybe give you a little bit more insight on the Halloween special. There you go. All right, Squatch B, have a good night. I got to get myself the Unexplained University online hoodie now because, boy, it's starting to get cold out there. We got to find nice warm places to go into and investigate now. This outdoor stuff is getting a little chilly. Okay, yep. So there you go. The reality, it's all unveiled. Halloween night, Witch's Tomb. There's the special surprise, which I'm excited about. I love that place, although it makes a lot of work for me. With that much, I got to listen to over and over and listen and how much things talk there. Boy, it's a lot of work, but it's amazing. Yeah, Skunk Ape, you're amazed by how many people have ghost stories. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody does, right? And that's how prevalent that the spirits, energy of people who are there. That's it's right there, and it's becoming. It's not too hard to see now that we've got some technology and we found ways that they communicate. It's all around us, and that's why I like documenting this so more people start to notice that, because I think that bridging the gap helps. It helps people understand that you know those were living people, before, and we're everybody will eventually at some point be there, not necessarily where they are, but there could be spirits of friends and family that might not have moved on and are here. And if people are aware that there are spirits around us and certain things, you can show some respect to the dead in certain ways, especially at cemeteries and things that, I think that's just something good that people see that. Yeah. Live at the Witch's Tomb on Halloween. The urban legend slayer. Yep, so many urban legends are just a bunch of, just like stories that get embellished, right? Like when you tell one person something and then by the time it comes back around to you, it's totally different. That's what it is. But it's funny is there's been some really interesting things that we've discovered though, and get debunking some things, but at the same time discovering things that were pretty amazing. But you've seen at the place over in New Springfield how an urban legend really affected a family to the point where they were getting threats from people going on their own property that they didn't want there, and people constantly going there and going there because they wanted to see it. Like trying to do something now with platforms to like bring attention to that kind of thing so that families don't have a bunch of strangers trying to go to their property because they want to see a witch or something that's not even true. Okay. 1975. All right. Yep. Yeah, that's gonna be great. That I've been every time we go down the witch's grave, every time I enjoy it more and more, and being able to listen to the spirits now that I can hear them, now that I hear what they're saying on my devices, that helps, and I interact with them now, and I think it's like a relationship in a way, which is another reason why I need to make sure that I keep myself protected from any kind of attachments, I guess, because that's another thing that, I mean, it's really cool having like a feeling at a place like that, and it seems like spirits actually interact and remember you. But then there's another threat level there that they might be getting too comfortable with you and want to come with you. And I don't have room, in my car for all these people. And it's hard enough, with a real dating site, let alone the spirit dating site, trying to meet someone. I don't need like some kind of weird cat fights with spirits and women, that's kind of weird. Oh yeah, it's gonna be great. Is there gonna be a third person going with us? Is there? Yeah, I'm not sure. I didn't get that info. Is it just gonna be the duo or the trio there, Mr. Mills? I haven't asked that question yet. Is it going to be a surprise? All right, Jody. Yeah, you gotta check it out. Waiting to see if I get an answer to that one. And I tell you what, up down there at the witch's grave site, um, where we're investigating, when I was there I had somebody filming me, a friend of mine, and I was smoking a pipe and making peace there with old Glenn and just hanging out. I actually had a reply on the device, that app, that Spirit Talker, that replied back and told me my name as a reply back if they knew me. When that was the first time I've ever had a reply on that device intelligently respond and tell me my name as an answer, which made me realize that, I think they really do recognize me and know me there. You've heard the EVPs and Spirit Box, they're like saying my name like we're best friends. But on this other device, I've never had a reply back with my name that was a response from, do you know me? And then a reply back on that Spirit Talker where, like that time I was there, and it said Mike, and I was like, whoa. But I'm thinking about cutting that sometime and just showing that segment. Maybe it'll be added into the part 4, or maybe I'll release it separate. But I just thought that was really interesting, and there's a lot to that place. There you go. The special guest. Well, I'll tell you what, Dillo, send me the info. All right. Did you get my email address? I'll put it out there again in case. It's Mike Torn, MikeTorn, 121276 at gmail.com. And send me that, just the info about it, because like I said, I'll talk with Mr. Mills, and we'll see if somehow and when, because I know we've got some things in the works we were trying to do. I don't know how soon we could do it or if we're going to do it, but I would like to. But if we can get an accumulation of emails and just those who have ideas of places. And I said, I think it'd be even better if it's a place that you could show us, even if it's someplace you've never been, but you've heard of it and it's by you, to do that. You see it again. I think that was Dust. If you could send that to my email and give me the idea of what it is, and just I'll keep them together, and then if we ever do something with it, or whenever we do, then we'll have some to go off of. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, you're right, Ramona. I forgot I'm not limited to what I can do. And you see my little guardian buddy right here, Jimmy. This is his usual position he's always in when I'm sitting at the computer. There he goes, getting comfy. Oh. Mm-hmm. Yep. All right, cool Dylan. I mean, I'm sure we could travel too. So even if you're not that close, depending on how far you are. So don't eliminate, or don't think because maybe you live far away, we couldn't do it. Just send it anyways. And like I said, we'll see if somehow at some point in time we can make that happen, because I think that'd be a cool way to, like, when we're at a blank, we can't think of a place to go, or we're not sure, we could just like kind of do a little pull from a hat, from all the options that subscribers send us, and then we'll pull one out, or we'll randomly pick one, and then we'll have our next plan, next thing to do. Yeah. Like Mr. Mills said, we'll travel. We'll definitely travel. That's not a problem. But that's kind of like just something I would like to start setting up now. Start setting it up, and then see when and how we can incorporate it. Because just getting started out now, we've got a lot of places that we've got ideas for, and I can't say when we would do that, but I would like to do that. And I think that'd be a good way to interact too. Whoever sends us the suggestion, meet you there on site, or whatever, and you can tell us about it, or just meet us. It'd be pretty fun. So, boy, look at this, 53-47. That's it for Mr. Anderson wearing the bikini. Jeez, that's kind of disappointing. I would just like to say good night, and I have a whitetail hunt that is being filmed tomorrow. I hope everyone has a wonderful night. Remember, please take a kid fishing. Think of that small carbon footprint. Here you go. You heard Mr. Mills. Good night. Yep, there he is, my buddy cat, sitting in his position when I'm at the computer desk here. He's always sitting on my lap. Man, there's a lot of deer over around these protected areas. Wow, I like this one housing development not too far from here. I was driving by, and I saw a buck. This buck was huge. I mean, it had so many points I couldn't even think about of counting how many there were. And as quick as he walked across the side. There was a side street at a light, and he walked from the yard across to the other side, and there was some woods there, and he went and just kind of went right by, like no cares in the world that there's cars and people here. And he was huge rack, so many points I couldn't even count him. I wish I got a photo, but as quick as he came out and went in the trees, I didn't even have a chance to. Roller, I've watched some bits and pieces over the years of some of them, but it's all the old stuff, you know. I kind of I kind of haven't been really watching a lot of what others are doing. In some point, I think I should, but then to another point, I'm not sure if I really want to. Um, some parts of me think that I kind of want to go with my instinct and try to find a certain way to go and do things a certain way that I kind of think I should do them. But then another side of me is like, well, there's so many things that have been experienced and done already. There's a lot of things that could make it so that I can cut through all the BS that others had to go through to get there, you know. But yeah, I should watch some of them again, even the newer ones. I've watched a lot of the older ones, and there's some places that they've gone to that aren't far from here at all that we'd like to go to, like the Mansfield Reformatory. And there's one over in Newcastle. I'm trying to think of the name of it. It's like a manor. It was like a tuberculosis hospital and a orphanage and some other things, but it was that place really was creepy. That was like one of the creepiest places I've seen. It was like 4 or 5 stories high, and it's still in its broken down condition out in the open, and it's like loaded with all kinds of activity there. And those places you can go to, and I think Mr. Mills is working on getting us in at the Mansfield Reformatory. And I'm already preparing for that. I've already got something for that, depending on what I'm thinking versus what it's going to actually be like when we get to go there, what we can do. But I'm looking forward to that. Hey, what's up, Redneck Randy? What's up? Down in North Carolina? You guys getting pretty cold now, I bet. Yeah, Dillo. Do you know the place I'm talking about, Dillo in Newcastle? If you anybody who's seen Ghost Adventures or any of them, it's the one that almost everybody's gone. Hillside Manor, maybe. That sounds right. I think it's called Hillside Manor, but it's in Newcastle, Pennsylvania, which from here might be an hour, but where I used to live over in New Springfield, and that was like 15, 20 minutes from there before. And I always knew it was close whenever I watched it. And I'm like, boy, I mean, as much as I used to think about being there in the dark, it was always like that place gave me the creeps, but I would like to go to that place. Yeah, you're closer than we are to that place, Mr. Weasel. Yeah, Ohio's got a lot of places that are haunted. You can go look at a bunch of them. They have all kinds of sites that show the places that are considered haunted. Pennsylvania might even have more. Pennsylvania's got a lot of places that are haunted. I seen that Sloth Furnace, that apparition there one time. That one really, I still remember that episode because that was the first time I actually seen like, on the camera view when Nick was sitting in the down in that one like I don't know what it was. It was an old like walkway or like it looked just an old like underground little tunnel, all cement, had water, and he was sitting there by himself and videotaping himself. And then he felt something touch him and he freaked out and he bolted out of there. And when they watched it back, there was an apparition in the background that they managed to brighten up in the video, and you could see it. And it was like kind of tall and standing there. And boy, it looked eerie as heck. And I saw that and I was like, whoa, because those are the things that when you actually see an apparition, you realize that these things can get enough energy to like show their form and show themselves. Just like that one I seen at the cemetery, and it was no joke. It was legit. I seen it looked like a living person for a moment, but it was so dark. And as soon as I looked and saw it, it just like it looked like it ran, and then it just went low to the ground and looked like it blended with the little bit of fog that was coming up from the ground, like a dark smoke. Yeah, you saw that roller. You saw that too. Yeah, yeah. I think it's called Hillside Manor. In fact, I mean, I've got like all this information at my fingertips here. I could just look it up probably here real quick. Arkansas Outdoors to Crescent Hotel. Okay. All right, Jody. Yeah, right now, we're trying to get what we can locally because we're kind of limited on traveling and everything. So we're going to try to keep it finding good places close by where we have access to, and that way we can just keep building some good content and try to save up so we can start hitting the road and doing some things. Moonville, I want to go to Moonville Tunnel. That place, I want to go there. Like I want to go there soon. Something about it. I don't know what it is. If you've never seen it, look it up. It's not that far from here. It's Moonville, Ohio. There's a Moonville tunnel. It was made for a train, and there was a bridge built over top of it. And there's been some deaths that have occurred there, and it's got a lot of history. It's one of the most haunted places in Ohio, and is one eerie looking tunnel too. But I really want to go there. I want to see if we could talk to this guy that was killed there because they say that this guy was like some town drunk and bully, and he got killed there because of a fight that broke out, and he ended up dying there at the bridge at the tunnel. Then there was a couple freight conductors that died because the train wrecked right by there. So there's some history and some sightings, a lot of sightings of the spirit, especially of the guy. I want to go there and see if he'll talk to us. Arkansas, yeah, yeah. There's like infinite possibilities of places. Spirits are everywhere. Some spirits can get it get attached. It seems like to the land, to property, to all kinds of things. So there's all kinds of places that have history of spirits or souls still being around. And when I was down at West Branch that time, like I said, smoking the pipe with old Glenn, laughing about how he pushed me down the hill. I was talking to somebody on the device that said they were the guardian of the land, and they were interacting through the device, which I could tell it was actually responding to me. And I've never actually seemed to make contact with this. And there was somebody else who told me that they felt there was a very strong elemental presence of something there. And I think that if you saw episode 3, if you heard that weird, I never forget that EVP when I heard it. It sounds like something growls, kind of sounded like a growl, but I'm not sure. And then you can hear it approach me, and you can hear it walking, and it gets close, and it makes me think of an animal of some kind. And I had a feeling that the person who told me about this elemental, it was that. I'm like, I asked them, I said, do you think what you hear there could be that elemental checking us out? And they thought yes. And when I was there trying to communicate this last time, I seemed to be communicating with whatever was saying it's the guardian or the protector of the land. And it also responded that it was the one that I heard when I was there live, because I heard that voice. Something spoke to me, and I captured it on the audio when I posted the revisit, not revisit, but when I posted my IR cam footage with the EVPs from that live hunt. At the very end, there was a disembodied voice that said, it said, you have to stay. That's what I heard. And that was audible. That wasn't an EVP. Something said that. And the device seemed to tell me when I was there, and this protector of the land responded to me saying that it was his voice that I heard. So that was really interesting to me. And it seems like whatever's there at that site we go, it wants to communicate and talk to me. Hey Les, what's going on? Okay, Ramona, I will. So we're going almost an hour and 20 minutes. All right. I'm talking about a lot, but there's been a lot going on since last time we talked Wednesday. But that's why I just keep going back to some of these places because we're not done there yet, and things just keep going on. But it seems like they're also adapting to our presence too, and it seems like it's positive. So that's good. That's the way I try to keep it. That's why it's like I listen, I listen to these EVPs. I listen to what they're saying. And with the help of, the mediums and gifted um, people who reach out and give me this advice, that also helps see things that I don't. And then I take that information from what I've heard and what they tell me, and then I try to think of a way to, advance the communication at these places. And that's happening. I'm seeing it happen, and it's really cool, and it actually makes me think that, doing when I started doing this, like, it's been a little over a month ago, I'm starting to enjoy this even more. My cat's happy now. He's nice and comfy here. As soon as if my other cat wakes up here soon, I'll let you verify that he's got a lot of Siamese cat in him, because this cat never shuts up. But he's sleeping right now. So what's going on, Les? What are you up to tonight? You said you're on the road. Is it work? You on the road for work right now, or are you just like taking a trip, or got 14 still hanging in here? Should I thumbs up my own video here? Oh, I can't. No, I tried. Anybody else? Hey, that all helps us out. That's all good. All good for us. If you like the videos and share, try to get that 1,000 subscribers, right? So we can go to the cave, and we'll have to try to, I don't know, we might have to advance this push with this bikini to help, maybe that'll push the numbers up even higher. Mr. Anderson might have to just embrace it. 57% say yes, Mr. Anderson needs to wear a bikini to the cave. All right, I think that went up. It was 53 last time I checked, so that's good. I think he could run some good interference for us. We can document it while he's wearing a bikini. So, Redneck Randy, you said you're in North Carolina. I'm still curious. What's the weather like there, man? Is it like really feel like it's bordering the really cold time there? Every time I went to North Carolina in the past, it's always cold there. It seems like. Leave him dressed like Toxic Avenger. Toxic Avenger. Oh, I don't know. I think that's going to take away certain fantasies of a bunch of people that want to see him in a bikini. You might have to keep that hushed. Ohio State Reformatory, yeah. I wonder if that's the same one we're thinking of. It's in Mansfield, Ohio. It was the old prison roller. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the Ohio State Reformatory is probably the same one we're talking about. Oh, it's 60s? Man, it's warmer there than it is here right now. It's been like 50s most of the evening. As soon as the sun starts to go down, it drops into 50s quick. I was wearing a beanie and 2 layers when we were over at the Hopewell Mound. It was cold. Oh, keep hitting the yes button on the poll. Yeah. Yeah, it's being that it hasn't gone over 50%. It's kind of troublesome for some, right, Dillo? Your hopes and dreams might be on the scale. It's too balanced right now. 68. Yeah. There's been some pretty nice sky views though. Been pretty clear. The moon's been looking pretty good. All right. Well, I guess it's getting pretty late. We've been on for a while, which is good. I'm glad everybody was here. We got to get that 1,000 subscribers, right? So when we get to the cave, so spread the word. You know anybody that you think might be interested, just let them watch a video or two. I mean, we got 2 videos. the West Branch Witch, the True Legend West Branch Witch Part 3, and that live hunt. 19 EVPs. They were both had 19 EVPs, which is nuts. Let people hear them, and I was able to timestamp them now. If you notice, you go to the description, you can see the times and the EVP as I just basically labeled it, and you can click the time and it'll take you right to that part of the video, which was cool. So now I try to do that every time now. So any of those EVPs, let people you think they might be interested, you can jump on the video and go right to an EVP and say, hey, listen to this weird like demon sounding thing walk up to these guys while they're standing there. Or when you hear like a woman that says, do you think he can see you, which was crazy. I got a whole sentence of a woman saying, do you think he can see you clear? It was pretty amazing. Those things, people hear that and they're going to see, that we're finding some places, and maybe these spirits like talking to us, they'll be interested. Yeah, I know, Randy, you're right. Redneck Randy. It doesn't sound right to most, but it's starting to, I don't know. I'm starting to jump on their side. I kind of want to see this. All right. But I was going to sign off here, guys, and let you go. I'm going to get back on here, and I'm going to be doing some more work tonight. So keep watching for the videos because they're coming. Part 3 will be ready soon for the home investigation, my last part here. Then the Hopewell Mound will be coming up soon. Mr. Anderson and I are already should be going to this haunted house next week. So keep an eye out. I'll be posting videos every Wednesday. Come back here again. We'll do this every Wednesday. Whoever wants to come hang out and talk. And, Mike Tornicasa here. Now Explain University Online. ODU Price Masters. You get a shirt if you want to get one of these. I'm going to get a hoodie. That's for sure. But I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Good night. Jimmy said good night.